Today, we are going to use Codex with GPT 5.1 to build out an amazing startup live on stream. We're going to go through ChatGPT 5.1. We're going to go through Codex. We're going to go through all the new 5.1 models. It's going to be amazing. You're going to learn a ton. We're going to build cool apps together. We're going to live, laugh, love. I'm hearing myself talk on my own screen. That is not good. And we're going, that's part of doing it live, I guess. We are going to have tons of fun today, and we're going to build cool things out. We're going to build and launch a startup live. We've been working on this startup now during the lives for a few weeks. We're going to add a ton to it. This is now the number one vibe coding YouTube channel on all of YouTube, number one, and it isn't even close. So welcome in, file in. You are part of the number one vibe coding community on planet Earth. The number one vibe coding community, and this has been blowing up. We are building today live with Codex. We're also going to use Claude Code and a few other things. I've discovered something new in Claude Code I want to show you as well. But we're going to use Codex GPT 5.1, the newest coding model. We're going to put it up against the test. We're going to put it up against the test with Claude Code to see which is the best, to see what we're going to stick with. Check this out. Look at the Christmas tree, says Clark H. Alex, always been number one vibe coding show for me. I've always been the number one vibe coding show for you, but now we are the number one vibe coding show for entire planet Earth. You're tuned into the number one vibe coding YouTube channel and live stream in the history of mankind. I'm not even just saying that too. That's a fact. We are growing so fast. We're at Pinky, we're at 51K. Can you believe it? When do we hit 100K, do you think? I mean, we're going to hit it. The question is when. When are we hitting 100K? I think 100K by March. I think we're hitting 100K by March 2026. How many rants today? More than you can imagine. He's late, chat. No, I'm not. It's exactly 11 o'clock. I'm on time. So we're going to build this out. Let's go into Codex. What do you guys think? Have you guys been using Claude Code versus Codex? This new 5.1 model, a lot of people are loving it. I released a video on it. Yesterday. What do people think? I liked 5.1 Codex. I did not like 5.1 Codex Mini. Mini was pissing me off. I'll also say this. I've gotten exclusive access to a new model. I'm under a confidentiality agreement, so I can't tell you which model it is. But I just want to let you know that I'm using it. Do with that information what you will. Let's go into, we got the fire crackling in the background here. Let's go into Codex, huh? Let's go into Codex. Let's do it. Codex 5.1 runs faster in VS Code than what? Claude Code? Let's pop it open. So we got Claude Code over to the right. We got clowns to the left, jokers to the right. But here I am, stuck in the middle with you. We're going to use Codex over here. Let's make sure we're in the right environment here. Codex Cal, no, that's not the one we want to use. We want to use, it doesn't matter. We're doing it locally. Run locally. Okay, switch mode. We're going to do full access agent mode. Select model. Let's make sure. What is this? I had 5.1 in my other window. What the heck? Maybe I got to reset it. Maybe I got to reset this window. Let's reset this window. Maybe I got to reset Codex in this window. Let's do exit out of Vibe App Store. We're going to open up a new one so we get 5.1. Unless OpenAI revoked my 5.1 privileges, which that'd be something. New window. Here we go. Open recent. Hope everyone's doing well. Open recent. What have you guys been doing? It's Friday. You guys have a productive week? Vibe App Store. Boom. Here we go. All right, we're back in. Let's see what we got here. Did OpenAI revoke my Codex 5.1 privileges? Let's see. Share. Codex button. Let's see. Select reasoning, medium, select model. 5.1 Codex. We're back. All right, we're so back, baby. All right. So we're working on our Vibe App Store. Codex 5.1 runs faster than 5 in VS Code. Are you guys using the CLI or are you guys using the plugin? I gave up with Codex a couple months ago and jumped to Claude Code Sonnet 4.5. How to get Codex to not talk like a robot senior engineer. I am trying to like Codex, but I hate its vibes compared to Claude Code, says Slender Morris Furnishings. Slender Morris Furnishings. Let's address that. Let's address that. I'm going to be honest. I'm on the same page with you. I've been saying this for a while. And it's funny because I like 5.1 better than, I like GPT 5.1 better than Sonnet 4.5. Oh, I got to shave. This mustache looks terrible. I like 5.1 better than Sonnet 4.5 in the chat bot on chatgpt.com. Better because of the vibes. But I like Sonnet 4.5 in Claude Code better than 5.1 in Codex because of the vibes. It's reversed. Yeah, Codex, and we'll see it here. We're gonna build some cool things here in Codex. We're gonna build it right now live. I don't like the way it talks. It's too robotic. It's too technical. It doesn't feel nice. It doesn't feel nice to talk to. And that's such an important factor, you know, when talking to an AI. You want to feel comfortable and nice talking to it. You don't want to feel like you're talking to a robot. They nailed it in chatgpt.com, but I don't like it in Codex, and then vice versa. I like it Sonnet in Claude Code, but I don't like Sonnet in the website. I might have to try 5.1 now that it's out. I'm using the extension. Give it a shot. Listen, there's some people that like Codex better than Claude Code. There's some people that like Cursor better than Codex and Claude Code. And I'm not going to argue with anyone. I'm not going to say, no, you're wrong, I'm right. Right now, Claude Code with, I'm going to say this, Claude Code with Sonnet 4.5 was my favorite. And I was using the plugin. For the first time in a long time, used the CLI last night. I just thought, yeah, let's go on the CLI. I haven't used a CLI in a while because I liked the plugin a lot better than CLI for the last couple months. I tried the Claude Code CLI for the first time in a while, as opposed to the plugin last night. It's 10 times better. It's better than the plugin. I'm back to Claude Code in the CLI over the plugin. Claude Code in the CLI is significantly better than the plugin. Also, shout out OpenAI. I went to the dev day. That's why I'm wearing the hoodie. I typically don't like to wear hoodies during live streams because I think it makes me look like a slob kebab, as some would say. But I'm wearing this just because we're talking Codex today, so I'm wearing the OpenAI hoodie. So excuse me for looking like a slob. I also should shave. That is no excuse for me not shaving. I have like prepubescent facial hair. I've never been able to grow facial hair. I look like a 13-year-old with facial hair. I look like Paul Pierce with facial hair. For those, it's a deep cut there for people into basketball. What about the CLI makes it a better experience, says Jake in Motion? That's a good question, Jake. I will tell you exactly what it is. The Claude Code in the CLI, and let me turn on background music so people get dopamine hits when there's empty sound spots. We'll go lo-fi, or should we go night driving? I like the night driving one. What makes the CLI better than the plugin now? I'll tell you exactly, Jake in Motion. The CLI for Claude Code has like 20 different ways of asking you questions. And what I mean by that is when I'm in like Claude Code in the plugin, so in here, let's what's a new feature we should add here? Let me look at my list of features I want to add to the App Store, the Vibe App Store real quick. Builders. All right, let's do this. Let's go into plan mode here. We just built, I'm going to show you exactly. We just built out a follower system so people can follow builders. Let's now build a feed so that people can see updates from the builders they follow. And we'll do this in plan mode, and hopefully Claude Code will cooperate with me, and we'll get good examples of how the CLI is better. But I'm going to go into plan mode, and we're in the plugin here of Claude Code for VS Code. And apologies if you joined this just to see Codex 5.1 stuff. This is the Alex FinFam vibe coding live stream. I put out 4 to 5 regular videos on my channel a week of me like with very tight instructional videos on how to use these tools. These live streams, these are just 2-hour vibe code. We build stuff out. We try different tools. We discuss, we debate, we laugh, we conversate. So we'll get into Codex in a second. If you want like a super in-depth, tight Codex tutorial, check out the video I put out yesterday. It's like 17-minute tight Codex tutorial. We're going to try different tools. We're going to hang out. We're going to see what works. We're going to see what doesn't. We're all going to learn. We're going to have fun. You're going to get in the chat. You're going to ask questions. I'm going to answer all the questions in the chat, and it'll be great. When using the plugin in Claude Code, it asks you questions like when you give prompts. And like, so I'll say, hey, can you build out this feed? And they'll go, okay, I have 20 different questions for you on what you want in this feed. And I like that. That's cool. I enjoyed that. I'm like, oh, that's a really cool thing Claude Code does, because Codex really doesn't do that. And then yesterday, I tried out the CLI for the first time in months. And not only does it ask you questions when you're planning, it, like you're about to see in a second in this plan mode, I think, it's just going to give me a list of like 20 questions. And I'm just going to do 1 answer, 2 answer, 3 answer, then hit enter. In the CLI, it actually does many different things where you can get multiple choice questions. Like it'll make it easier for you and give you like multiple choice questions, and you answer them one at a time rather than doing a batch answer of 20. It'll give you like multiple choice questions. You just click enter, 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 enter one at a time. It'll do more advanced, interesting questions like that. And it's more, it's better quality of life, because instead of the plugin asking you like 20 questions, you answer them all in one message. It'll like one by one give you multiple choice questions. You just hit enter, down, 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 enter, down, down, enter, up, enter. And it's so much easier. It's so much more pleasant to use. I just find it to be a really nice system for building apps with AI. Much nicer system than this. Let's see if they ask you. Yep, here we go. Watch this. Look at this. Right, perfect. I now have a complete understanding of the code base. Before I present the plan, let me clarify a few design decisions with you. Feed location. Where would you like the users to access the feed? A new dedicated page. So now I got to go and answer these 4 questions like this, right? I go 1, where would I like this? New dedicated page. Shift to enter. 2, activity types. Which builder activity should appear in the feed? Now I'm going to say new apps, discussion, post and replies, change log entries, comments, and questions, right? So it's like not the most pleasant, like I'm going down. I feel like I'm filling out a survey, right? But now let's do this. Let's go into Claude Code on the CLI. Let me take the prompt. Let me go here. We'll go in Shift Tab. We'll go in Plan Mode. I'll paste this in. I'm going to hit Enter. Can I do this? Let's do panel position right. What's this going to do? Okay, here we go. Cool. I could zoom in for you if this is hard to see. There we go. All right, so watch this. It's going to, the way it's going to ask me questions in the CLI is going to be just a lot more pleasant of an experience. And I didn't know they updated this. 1, I didn't know they updated this. 2, I don't know why they didn't put this in the plugin, just the CLI. But what you're about to see is this is going to be so much more pleasant of an experience to answer as it does this. I like the CLI. I just wish you could copy, cut all, and paste. I think you can copy and paste in the CLI. I copy and paste in the CLI. Not flattery, real talk. This is the #1 pod at the moment. Your live streams equals objectively measurable ROI. Learning, fun, practical, says Slender Morris Furnishings. Wow, Slender Morris Furnishings. That means the world. That means a lot. Thank you. That truly means a lot. Thank you. When you do content, especially when you're newer like me, I only started this YouTube a year ago. I only started this live stream like a month and a half ago. When you're newer to content like this, you don't always, especially when you do it alone and you don't have, like, I'm a one-person business. I don't have any employees. You don't really know if you're advancing or things are going or people are liking it. It's hard to tell. So getting comments like this in the replies is very nice. Thank you, Slender Morris Furnishings. Thank you. That means a lot. To celebrate this amazing comment, everyone should leave a like down below. Let's get this party started. Everyone leave a like so we get more people in here. See, look at this. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. So which content type should appear in the feed? So this is like a multiple choice. I can do multiple here. So new app launches, we want that. Enter. App updates, change logs, enter. Show unfollowed builders, start new discussion, enter. Hackathon submissions, enter. And then I can also type something custom in here. So this is really cool. They don't have this in the plugin. So it's like multiple choice, really easy to answer. Then next, where should the feed be accessible? Now we're going to the next thing. Now this is a multiple choice where I just choose one. New dedicated feed page, homepage alongside trending, replace homepage, sidebar widget. Ooh, should we do a sidebar widget? Maybe we do a sidebar widget. I don't know if we want to replace the homepage. I want you to be able to see all the new pages. Do I want to do a new feed tab? No, let's just put it in. Let's put show recent feed items as a widget in the sidebar. Let's do that for now. And I hit enter and then goes to the next question, right? This is a lot better of experience than me like having to do like shift enter, answer, type out the answer, shift enter, type out the answer, right? How should the feed handle? So this is in the CLI. I had no idea they updated the CLI like this. This is significantly better than the plugin experience. So I'm all back on the CLI. I'm back from Claude Code plugin to Claude Code. I went from CLI to the plugin back to the CLI. This is a much better experience, is it not? And we're going to go to Codex in a little bit. I just want to show off these new changes I just found in Claude Code. How should the feed handle users who aren't following anyone yet? Show all recent content. Show empty message. Show trending content. Fall back to showing trending apps discussions when users follow no one. Show empty state with suggestions. Display message encouraging the follow builders with suggested builders to follow. Show all recent content. Maybe we'll just show trending content. Simple empty state saying follow builders to see their updates here. Maybe, what should we have the feed do? We already have trending discussions in the app. Let's do... Just tell them the show empty state was... Yeah, we'll have them suggested builders to follow. I'll have to try that out. Thanks for explaining. Yeah, this is way better. Should feed items show engagement metrics and follow interactions? Yeah. Show comment reply count. Show vote count. Allow voting from the feed. Show view counts. Submit. See, isn't this nice? Then it shows you all the answers you answered. And then we can just say submit. Let's submit all the answers. And boom, it's symbioting. I didn't notice that in plan mode. I've been on vacation for a few weeks. Vacation for a few weeks, Net Chick. You're going on vacation for a few weeks. Wow, it's a long vacation. I didn't notice that in plan mode. I've been on vacation for PS in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, writing this on my veranda. You're writing that on your veranda? Veranda. Let me see what a veranda is. I don't know what a veranda is, but it sounds fancy. You're writing this on your veranda. I just searched for veranda and it looks like a veranda is a house. How are you in the middle of an ocean writing from a house? In the middle of the Atlantic Ocean writing this on my veranda. A veranda. An outdoor space attached alongside a house that can be covered or completely open. How do you... Okay, so you have an outdoor space in the middle of the ocean? Interesting, Net Chick. Thanks for showing that. Interesting. Well, enjoy your veranda in the middle of the ocean. 3-week vacation, middle of the ocean on a veranda. That's impressive. Good for you. I'm taking a vacation next year, but that's a while off. I don't like vacations. I don't enjoy them. Work is a vacation from vacations for me. Our GOAT is back on live, says Tiamaru. What's up, Tiamaru? Good to have you here. Good to have you back. 5.1 is so broken with open AI web. What are you talking about, I am Cookie? What does that mean? I've been having nothing but spectacular experiences with 5.1 on the web. I love it. It is my 5.1 thinking is my favorite model to chat to on the web ever. Just to straight up chat and bounce ideas. By far my favorite. I've had nothing but spectacular experiences. Here's the thing. Up until this point, when chatting with AIs on the web, it felt like they've given me they've almost been like a therapist where I say things and they say things back, but it's like more of a reflection on myself. I'm not really hearing interesting or new things, but a lot of the value add just comes from the AI repeating things back and being like almost like a therapist in a way when I'm like ideating for my business, right? I mostly use AI on the web to ideate ideas for my business. I talked about this a lot, using like a co-pilot CEO with the AI. And a lot of time they just kind of bounce things back I'm saying or rearrange my thoughts. But 5.1 thinking is the first time I've talked to an AI model. ChatGPT says I need to be in the top third. My eyes need to be at the top third of the video. 5.1 thinking is the first time where I've talked to an AI and it's given me like actually really interesting novel ideas for my business. Like in 2 weeks from today, I'm launching the Vibe Coding Academy in exactly 2 weeks from today. And like, it's given me so many ideas for that business, for adding things and doing things. It's given me really novel, interesting, creative ideas. By the way, if you want information on the Vibe Coding Academy, first information's going out in the next couple of days. Link to the newsletter down below. Landing page coming out in the next couple of days, probably this weekend for the landing page. Oh, also, I got to show you guys something new I just found. This is very important. If you're using Claude Code, you need to do this. If you're using Claude Code, pay very close attention to what I'm about to show you. How good does my background look, by the way? How good does this apartment look? This is a good looking apartment. This is, look, with the fire. I'm buying a new TV, by the way. This TV's crapping out. Like, look, doesn't it look blue, that TV? It's like turning blue. Everything's blue on that TV. I bought that TV like 4 years ago. Everything's turning blue. Doesn't that TV look blue? That tree, beautiful tree, looking good. So I set up every day after each live stream, I take a screenshot of my live stream and I send it to ChatGPT and I say, how do I improve this? How do I make it look better? And then we tinker with the lights, we tinker with the setting, we tinker with the positioning of everything in the background. I want to make this as good looking of a live stream as I possibly. I do it for you. I want to make this live stream as aesthetic and good looking as humanly possible. I bought a $1,900 camera, just look better for this live stream for you guys. If you're on Claude Code, you need to do this immediately. Maybe I can put the link in the chat. There you go. I just sent the link to this tweet. Don't leave this live stream, but I put a link to a tweet in the chat. Tariq, who I think, is he a PM at Claude Code? He does something with Claude Code at Anthropic. They released a new plugin for Claude Code that gives it significantly better UI capabilities, significantly better at designing UI. You put in these two commands into your CLI. First, you do this one, then you do this one, and it instantly makes the UI capabilities of Claude Code significantly better. Instantly. I used it to design, and I'll show you an example, the landing page for the Vibe Coding Academy. This is one shot. This is one shot. Ship your first AI app in 28 days with Claude Code. taught by Alex Finn, AI coding YouTuber and solo builder creator buddy. An AI app built Claude Code doing over 300K a year. Look at these animations, like it zooms in, like it comes in very nicely. Who this 28-day curriculum, what you'll walk away with. Doesn't this look nice? Waiting list. Doesn't this look, it looks like nice, modern, and aesthetic, doesn't it? One shot with the new Claude Code. One shot with the new Claude Code with this plugin. So make sure you go to Tariq's Twitter, TRQ212. I hope it's pronounced Tariq. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And do these 2 lines in your CLI. Instantly makes the UI look significantly better. I tried to model it after this one. I liked the way this looked. This was nice and simple. I modeled it after that. That looks cool. I like kind of the future retro aesthetic of like this. Isn't that nice? Apple Vision, says Matthew. Why did you say Apple Vision? I got an Apple Vision Pro. It's like a back porch, but it faces the beach, probably in the Bahamas. Do you watch the TV, says Pinky? I just watch football. I'm a football guy. I'm a Patriots fan. I watched a game last night. Patriots dominated. Patriots are the #1 team in the NFL. Drake May is the #1 quarterback in the NFL, MVP. Been playing around for the last day. Sonnet and even Cursor Composer seem way better still than Codex. I'd probably rank it Claude Code, Codex, and then Cursor would be probably my rankings. Great content. I've been watching the last couple live sessions. I like how you're not tied to one method and changes the models change or new features are added. I use Cursor and Codex. Yeah, here's the thing. Here's my issue with AI content. A lot of the content creators in AI at the moment is a lot of these guys are like paid or biased in one way or another to each one of these tools. Like I'll go on the Twitter home feed and it'll be like, oh, Cursor Composer 1 is by far the best. It's the only thing I use ever. Use it only. And then the next one will be like, oh, Codex is the best. Claude Code's the best. And it's like, for a lot of these people, they're clearly getting paid by the companies. I'm not getting paid by any of these companies. I have sponsored videos every once in a while, but they're for like one-off tools that I'm reviewing. And I can say whatever I want. But like the opinions I give you on all this, completely unbiased. Any unsponsored content, I mean, it's going to be unbiased even if it's sponsored. I'm just putting this tool on the screen because it's sponsored. But my opinions are all unbiased. If I say Claude Code, I am a mercenary of whatever's best at the moment. I am a mercenary of whatever's best at the moment. Some people say, oh, you must be getting paid by Anthropic, Alex. You keep talking about Claude Code. No, Anthropic's never paid me a dime. They gave me early access to like one feature 4 months ago, and then they stopped emailing me. I don't know why. Maybe my contact just like quit or something. They gave me like early access to like their Chrome plugin, and then they just stopped emailing me after. Maybe they didn't like my review of it. I don't know. But no one's paying me. I mean, if Cursor releases an update today and it's better than Claude Code and Codex, I will make 1,000 videos saying Cursor's the best. And then 5 minutes later, if Codex comes out with an update and Codex is the best, I will make 5,000 videos saying Codex is the best. I promise you, 99% of people you're listening to on Twitter are getting paid by whatever company they are shilling relentlessly nonstop. Been playing around the last day. Sonnet and even Cursor Composer seem way better still. I still got Sonnet 4.5 as the best coding model. I think 5.1 is GPT 5.1 is the best chatting model ever. Going to chatgpt.com and talking to GPT 5.1 and bouncing ideas is the greatest AI experience for that use case I've ever had by far. You need to be using 5.1 as a co-pilot, 5.1 thinking specifically as a co-pilot for whatever it is you do. Here's what I do. Here's what I do. I'll show you exactly. Here's the workflow everyone should be doing immediately. Everyone should be doing this immediately, this workflow. I'm going to give you, here's the alpha. If there's anything you take away from this stream, here it is. I'm going to give it to you right now. Here we go. And just to build the suspense, I'm going to take a sip of water before I show it to you. Here we go. This is the AI workflow everyone needs to be doing immediately. What was this? I was I'm going to give you a description. Okay, yeah, here we go. So this is the workflow. Have this window up, and this is completely unbiased. If OpenAI was paying me, I'm wearing their hoodie. I'm wearing an OpenAI hoodie right now, but they're not paying me. I'm going from shilling Claude Code to shilling Chat GPT, so I have to be unbiased. Have this window up 24/7, 365. If your monitor is too small, then buy a bigger monitor. Take out credit card loans if you have to. Take out a second mortgage if you have to. Take out a reverse mortgage if you have to. That's financial advice, right? Get a slightly bigger monitor so you can have two windows open up at the exact same time. On one half of your monitor, I have an ultra wide. I have like a mega ultra wide. If you've seen any of my tweets I put out about this, have open Chat GPT window on half your monitor. 5.1 Thinking is my favorite model ever. And you use it as your co-pilot CEO. You say, hey, you're my co-pilot CEO for everything I'm doing right now. Here's a list of things I'm doing. I'm going to come to you in between things and chat with you and look for ideas. And then you just bounce ideas off of it. So whenever you're working, like we're working on this vibe coded app store right now, I'm going to pop open the app store and I keep this on the side. And when I'm building things out, when the AI is working, I bounce ideas off. 5.1 Thinking is spectacular at this. Spectacular. It's gotten me so many good ideas, just one off on the side as I'm chatting. So many good ideas. Like actually novel, creative ideas, like things I would have never thought of before. But I'm usually having it on the side when I have Claude Code open because I do like Claude Sonnet 4.5 in Claude Code a little bit better than Codex at the moment. I think they need to make some improvements. I think Codex 5.1 Mini needs to be improved. I'm getting some issues with 5.1 Mini. And 5.1 is good. It's just like, also vibes are a thing, man. Vibes are a thing. And like, it's small things like this I just showed you where like the way this talks to me and asks me like multiple choice questions when I want to build something out in Claude Code. Oh no, it's over. Which one's the CLI? This one's the CLI. Is so much better. Did it build it out already? Built a sidebar widget that shows recent updates. Oh. Let's check this out to see if it worked. Need some gifts under that tree. Well, I mean, it's November. Are you supposed to be buying gifts in November? You put the tree up in November, but do you buy gifts in November? I'm still trying to decide what gifts I want to buy. I'm buying, I hope my dad isn't watching because I'm about to expose the gift I'm buying. I bought this really nice Patriots crew neck. Like Lululemon just came out with a whole NFL line. And I bought this really nice Patriots crew neck for myself. It's glorious. It's amazing. It's beautiful. I'm just going to buy the same thing for him. Put that under the tree. Mom, I bought a dog blanket. But they're not here yet. You get it a couple weeks before. I'm a last minute gift giver type guy. Give your AI a name in GPT. It will remember its name and start its reply with its name like Ted. Then it's a reply. Talk to it as a real partner and it really starts to come alive with you. Is that what you do, Josh Malone? You give your AI a name? I don't know how I feel about that just yet. I don't know how. Are people naming their AI? Are people, go in the chat right now in chat and let me know are people naming their AIs. Still with the purple though, man. Why did all AI hone in on that color? I have no idea. All AIs code in blue and purple. All AIs, when you ask them to build a game, make it like a futuristic neon game with blue and purple. Every single one. TB12 for life, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That lander for the course looks good. Creator Buddy's landing page is really good too. Did you use AI to create the icons on it? For Creator Buddy or for the Vibe Code Academy? Amaya, the landing page for the Vibe Code Academy is 100% AI. And then the landing page for Creator Buddy, I paid a designer to design and give me all the assets. I became friends with some designer a few months ago, and I'm like, would you rebuild my website? He's like, yeah, sure. And then he rebuilt it. What is better, ChatGPT 5.1 for writing or Codex? ChatGPT 5.1 is the best creative AI I've ever used. Codex is not the best coding AI I've ever used. It's better. It's an improvement over 5, but it's still not the best. Sonnet 4.5 is better. Come on, Alex. We all know it's Bird Gang. Yeah, no. No. What tools do you use in Claude Code? Subagent, skills, commands, says Jorge Ramos. Jorge Ramos. I use plugins. So this new UI plugin Tariq released, I gave a link for earlier. Tariq, the guy for Claude Code, just released a plugin for front-end design, which is awesome. It instantly designed this landing page, which looks really sick, for the Vibe Coding Academy, which comes out in 2 weeks. So I use plugins. I also use skills. I also have like a security skill. I put out a video on Claude skills, I think earlier this week. Time's flying. And it shows you like the 2 or 3 different skills I use inside Claude Code. So those are I like skills and I like plugins because you don't really have to manage them. They're not complicated. I don't use custom slash commands or subagents. I just think they complicate things. I don't think they give enough value. And I mean, basically subagents and skills are basically the same thing. They're just a markdown file that tell Claude Code what the hell to do, right? They're not really that. I mean, in slash commands are basically the same thing, except they're not automatic. You have to actually invoke them yourself. But those are the ones I'm a big fan of this. I'm a big proponent of this. I've been saying this since day one, Jorge. Simplicity over everything. There's no need to complicate with MCPs and subagents and slash commands. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Just use Claude Code. Tell Claude Code or Codex or Cursor, whichever ones you're using, or Gemini CLI, whatever you want to build. Just say, hey, I want to build this, then hit enter, then it builds it. Don't worry about anything else. I keep it radically simple. Let's go back to Claude Code to see what it was building. Let's go back to Claude Code to see. By the way, do you guys like the new camera quality? Do you kind of like the new camera quality? I feel like it looks pretty nice, right? What would you change about the camera quality? Let's go back to Claude Code. I was watching your video from a year ago when you started. It's nice to see how you progress. Gives me motivation to get started. Yeah, I think everyone should be creating content. YouTube's the #1 media platform on planet Earth. YouTube is the #1 media platform on planet Earth. If you're a YouTube star, you're bigger than any movie stars. It is the #1 platform on planet Earth. Everyone should be creating. Everyone should be. If you saw my original YouTube videos, you'd be shocked. They're horrendous. They're horrific. But you just do it. You go. You try to improve a little bit. 1%, 1% better, 1% better. And then boom, all of a sudden, you got the #1 vibe coding YouTube channel on planet Earth, the #1 vibe coding live stream on planet Earth, and you're wearing OpenAI hoodies on live stream in front of a Christmas tree. Here's the Claude plan. Would you like to proceed? Oh, we haven't built it out yet. Query for 4 content. So we're building out the live feed in the vibe coded app store we're building. For those who are new, we're building, because we blew up over last week, this channel. We're building an app store for solo built vibe coded apps. So you guys, as you're building, can submit your apps to the app store, and it shows all the vibe coded apps, and you can get your first customers, you can get your first users, and it's completely free. I have zero idea how I'll ever make $1 off this, but I'm making it anyway because I think it'll be cool for everyone to use, right? I think it'll be cool if everyone had like an app store where you could submit your vibe coded apps. I have zero idea how I'm going to monetize this, but like imagine this is all your apps that you guys can submit here. The vibe coded apps you built, it gets discovered. You can chat, you can ask questions to builders, you can follow builders. Zero idea how I'll ever make $10 off this, but I think it'll be really cool to launch. We're building live, and we're doing it on a live stream, the #1 vibe coding live stream on planet Earth. We're at 77 concurrent right now. Do we have anyone on Twitch here at the moment? We have 77 concurrent. 3 weeks ago, we were struggling to hit 30 concurrent. Now we're doing 70, 80. We're number one in the world. Oh, we do have people from Twitch here. Shout out Frozen Fusion. From Twitch. The Twitch community is thriving. Alex Finn is a proud member of the LGBHD TV community. Says Yen Rodman, one of the OGs of the Finn fam community, coming in with the interesting, edgy jokes. I need a new TV though. Come on, Alex. We all know. Oh, we already did that. Sonnet writes stuff that works. However, the code quality is incredibly sloppy. The amount of times I've had GPT 5.1 Codex review Sonnet's work. Oh, well, it's a good thing you said that, DW. I mean, not everyone can do this. I know everyone's got different budgets, but if you can afford to do it, this should be your setup. Let's get rid of the plugin. Let's close the plugin. I don't know how to do it. This should be your setup. Codex to the left, Claude Code CLI to the right. If you can do that, you can build this out and then have Codex review the changes. Because I might agree with you. Codex might be just straight up better code it produces. But Claude Code, I just enjoy communicating with a lot more. I just enjoy the vibes. I enjoy the communication. Database layer, create a function that queries 4 content types. Okay, cool. Type definitions, feed widget component, integration points. All right, let's build it. Yes, and auto accept edits. Claude Code is a joy to use. It's just a joy to use. It is just a joy to use. It is a joy to use. Codex needs to work on that. Codex needs to figure out how to make it a joy to use. I coded a Trello clone last night with Codex and kept getting stuck. Every time Codex couldn't figure out, I gave it a Sonnet 4.5 Composer and it fixed it in 1 or 2 tries. Yeah, I mean, we saw this on the last live stream. So for people who missed the last live stream, 5.1 dropped in the middle of the live stream. We tried to have it make a city fly-through game using 3JS. I gave it literally 8 tries. It couldn't figure it out. I copied and pasted the code over to Claude Sonnet, and I was like, what's going on here? And it was like, oh, well, it's not even using the right CDN, and it fixed it in 1 shot. So I'll be honest, there's things that Codex can fix well that Sonnet can't figure out, and there's things Sonnet can figure out that Codex can't. So that's why this setup, I think, is the best, where you have Claude Code on one side and Codex on the other. And the good news is, like, you get decent usage on the $20 plan for Chat GPT. So you can have this up and then maybe you pay the $100 a month for Claude Code. And now you use both and you have 2 employees working for you, which I think is sick. Do you mention the 5.1 thinking that you are using Claude Code as well? Yes. Why not? I say, hey, I'm working with Claude Code and this is what they did. Why? What do you think is going to happen? Code's like, oh, screw you, buddy. I'm not working with you anymore. Using my rival, I'm not helping you out. What do you think it's going to do? Yeah, it's quite good, Lil Bro. Says, I'm not your Lil Bro. Who do you think you're talking to? You're talking to the #1 vibe coding content creator on planet Earth. Lil Bro. This is the #1 vibe coding live stream on planet Earth. And you're calling me Lil Bro? You don't even have a vowel in your name. You don't even have a vowel in How about you add a couple of vowels to your name, then you can call me Lil Bro. They don't pay you, but they help you make money. Everyone wins. Yeah, everyone wins. Start buying gifts in July. And then how you didn't get those Black Friday specials, Mr. Zeno? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, my fave tech. Beautiful Friday. Beautiful Friday. Brand new map dropped on Arc Raiders. I'm going to play that tonight. Got to get a lot of work done today. But it's all about balance. Once I get all my work done, we have a lot of to-do items. Once we get through the to-do list, then maybe 7 or 8 o'clock tonight, it's taco night. We're eating some tacos tonight, Friday night. Then maybe I can try the new map on Arc Raiders. Claude Sonnet 4.5 is very lazy. Once it encounters slight issues, it chooses easy route, even if it breaks things and introduces bugs, and then it will provide the best summary of job well done. Crazy, says Dr. Ken. You know what's interesting, Dr. Ken? I have experienced that before, but I've also experienced it vice versa with Codex too. I've experienced it with both. And I've done this where I go and I literally say, hey, Codex did this or Claude Code did this. And they'll be like, oh yeah, sorry, I was just being lazy. And they've both done that, Codex and Claude Code. So I've gone out of both. That's why, again, I think this is the best vibe coding setup, having Claude Code to the right and Codex to the left. Have them both open. Once one does something that pisses you off, you throw it to the other, say, hey, this is what it did. Please fix it for me. We got the Twitch community showing out. Twitch, Frozen Fusion from the Twitch community showing out. I don't even advertise the Twitch. I just want that to organically blow up. Other than some nasty names when I get frustrated, LOL. Name your AI and don't call it. Why do are people naming their AIs? Are people naming? Should I make my AI anthropomorphic and give it a name and treat it like a human being? I mean, like I treat it like a human being, but it feels weird calling it like Chad. I mean, hey, Chad, what's your opinion here? Are people naming their AI? Do you implement a multi-tenant in these apps? What do you mean? I think if you give your AI name, it's better to build different personalities for different functions in chat. I don't want different personalities. I just say in the system prompt in Chat GPT, be direct, do not glaze me, be honest at all times. The goal is to make the best product possible. All right, looks like it's done building. So for those who weren't paying attention, we are adding a live feed to the Vibe Coded Chat Store, App Store, Vibe Coded App Store, where you can see updates from builders. So you can see when new apps launch, you can see when apps get updated, you can see new trending discussions, and there it is. Following feed. What do you think about this, having the feed on the left-hand side in the sidebar so you can see new updates to apps, and then the main feed being like the trending apps people put out? I think that can be it. I don't know. Got to play around with it. What is the pricing of Vibe Coding Academy, says Shubham. The Vibe Coding Academy is going to be a full length Claude Code Masterclass. Full length, beginning to end. You will, by the end, be guaranteed to be A, master Claude Code, and B, launch an AI app. Guaranteed. In B, you'll have 2 live calls with me a week, group live calls. Pricing to be determined, but it's going to be a monthly thing with School. It's going to be on School as the platform. Alex, we need you to make a mobile app video. I have a lot of people asking me for a mobile app video. A lot of people asking me for it. What do you want to see? Do you want to see just like how to build a mobile app with Claude Code or Codex? Like, hey, here's how you build an iOS app. Is that all you're looking for? What are you looking for specifically, Winner Circle family? Claude prompt tip, add in sub-agents. Make sure to use sub-agents. Use markdown files to record work and communicate with what sub-agents? I'm looking for, here's what I'm looking for. I've yet to see a sub-agents workflow in Claude Code for coding purposes that isn't just like complexity for the sake of complexity. So give me a good workflow with sub-agents that like actually has measurable results and improvements. That isn't just complexity for the sake of complexity. I like to keep my workflow simple. I'm not just going to add sub-agents for the sake of sub-agents. The new camera is way better. Glad I got, yeah, the old camera was like overheating like crazy. Quality looks good. I just got the 4K cam link from Elgato. That's what I got. I'm using the 4K cam link. Damn, I'm behind on chat. 5.1 web interfaces can't both read images and search the web for me, plus other. You got that on 5.1? Can't read images and search the web for me? I don't think I've seen that. What do you use the Grok $300 tier for? Purely testing purposes. Purely testing purposes. I'll say this. I'm a massive Elon Musk fan. Call me crazy. I'm a massive Elon Musk fan. Huge. I think Tesla is the greatest car company of all time. I own a Cybertruck. Call me a douchebag, but I think the Cybertruck is the greatest product I've ever owned. I think the Cybertruck is incredible. I just updated the full self-driving 14 last night. Took it for a spin. Blown away. Amazing. Did take first turn on full self-driving 14 was the wrong turn. But after that, it was great. XAI. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a use case for Grok 4, to be honest. I'm interested to see what they do with Grok 5. But like coding, there's no Grok coding tool. So I'm going to use Codex and Claude Code. Chatting, I think 5.1 is the greatest chatting model out there. You know, it's hooked into X tweets. It's hooked into tweets. But like 90% of tweets are stupid. Sorry. Like I'm not looking for the opinion of the general X public. I'm not looking to see what the general X public is saying. No offense. And I'm a big X guy. I love X. And I have a lot of friends on X. But like, if you were to get the general opinion of anything from X, it's probably going to be a very stupid opinion, to be honest. So I just don't have, like, I have a tool that's special for everything I do. Coding, Claude Code. Business ideating, GPT. Generating media, Google Gemini. What is can someone tell me in the chat, like, what is the thing? Oh, I'm doing that. I got to go to Grok. What is that use case? Right. I have a model for everything. What is the use case where it's like, okay, I got to go to Grok for that? I don't know what that is. And this is unbiased. Like, if anything, I should be biased and say, you know, I love Grok because I'm a big X guy, but like I'm just being honest. I don't know what I would like use Grok for. What's like Google's Gemini is by far the best media stuff. Like, they're pushing Grok Imagine hard, like the video generation, and it's cool. It's cool, but it's like, it's not as good as VO. And like, how are they going to catch VO? How are they going to catch VO3? I mean, Google has access to like every image and video on the internet. How are they possibly going to catch VO3? How's anyone going to pass Google when it comes to media stuff? It's going to be impossible. They have all of YouTube and all the Google images. You own a Cybertruck. Yes. That was my gift to myself when I launched Creator Buddy, and it got successful the first few days. With Creator Buddy, we hit 100K MRR, I think in 10 minutes, and then 200K MRR, I think in 2 hours, and then 300K MRR, I think in 2 weeks. And so when that happened, I get 2 weeks when we hit 300K MRR or ARR, 300K ARR. I needed a car because I just moved to California and I needed a car and I wanted it to be a Tesla. And it was like, if Creator Buddy's not successful, I'll get a Model Y. But if it is successful, then I'm getting a Cybertruck. And so I got a Cybertruck. What's Creator Buddy's MRR? I think we are at around 22K now. So we're a little bit under 300K ARR at the moment. We hit 300K and then we've just kind of been moving sideways since. I mean, creator tools they're tough because, you know, people get into creating content and they don't want to create content anymore and they want to create content. But we're just, I mean, it's a good lifestyle business, right? The margins have improved over the last month because they now improved the pricing model of the X API. I was paying $5,000 a month for the X API for most of this year. For most of this year, I was paying $5,000 a month for the X API, which was crazy, just like eating my margins. And then they just released pay per use for the X API, and now it's costing me about $1,000 a month for it. So I'm just saving $4,000 a month, which is incredible. Tried full self-drive, went to complete. I was so pissed, dude. The first turn on FSD 14 was the wrong turn. First turn, there's like a fork in the road near the Whole Foods near my apartment, and FSD 13 always take the right side of the fork, and then FSD 14 just for some reason took the wrong side. But then after that, it was perfect. After that, it was great. I agree, you're right, but there could be situations you might give it a go with a Claude sub agent routine with your prompt. But like, give me like a really good workflow with Claude agents and I'll implement. I just haven't seen any that don't just make things more complicated. Also, I'm trying to understand Apple's mini apps partner program. Do you know anything about it? I read it. I don't really get it. I think they're trying to get ahead of like this trend where like you have apps inside Chat GPT, like this new mini apps thing where you have apps inside of X, apps inside of Chat GPT. I think they're just trying to get ahead of it. I don't understand it. I'm going to be honest. You don't see a lot of videos from me on building mobile apps. I'm just not as quite interested in the mobile app game. I'm not quite as interested in the iOS app store. I think that's added complexity for no reason at all. I think Apple just gatekeeps the app store. Like, I think they just make it super difficult for people to post apps. I think they make it super difficult for a lot of different things. Like, why was Fortnite on the apps, not on the app store for like 4 years? And that frustrates me. I hate gatekeeping. And that's why I'm not very interested in the iOS game. My favorite part about web apps and why I build web apps is like, you just launch it. I just go to Vercel.com, give it the code, and it's live on the internet. I don't have to submit it to some gatekeepers for them to review it and decide if my creation's worth being on their app store or not. Screw that. No one controls me. No one gatekeeps me. So I like web apps. I'm not as interested in the mobile app game. And I know there's tons of opportunity to get rich in the mobile app game, but I just hate gatekeeping. And I think Apple's a bunch. I love Apple. Every device I own is an Apple device, but man, I hate what they do with the App Store. I hate it. I hate that they gatekeep. I hate the rules. And they say, oh, we do it for your security. No, you don't. You do it to make tons more money. And you know, if you got rid of all the rules and let anyone put whatever they want, you'd make way less money. And you know that, and the stock price would tank. So that's why you gatekeep. But hey, Apple, if you want to send me a new Mac Studio M3 Ultra so I can host local models, feel free to reach out. I'll take one. Using projects is like utilizing different system prompts, and it can still have all your context and generally recognize your normal tone of voice following response on normal threads. Now you do. I use projects in Chat GPT. I use projects. Like, I'll show you my Chat GPT. Let me show you. I used projects. I love projects in Chat GPT. Everyone should be using projects. I have a Creator Buddy project that has all the information about Creator Buddy in it. And I have a Vibe Code Bootcamp that has my doc with my entire plan for the bootcamp in there. And I just add information to it based on my conversations. My last question was, do you like Vibe Code Academy or Vibe Coding Academy better? It said Vibe Coding Academy, which is good because I bought vibecodingacademy.xyz for $400. That domain cost me $400. So all you people better sign up. Paid $400 for vibecodingacademy.xyz. By the way, I've got a different fly-through test for all the Lord of the Rings geeks out there. I'm going to read all the Lord of the Rings books after I finish the next 3 books I have on my list. Right now, I am reading 2 books. I always read a productive book and a fiction book at the same time. Productive book during the day, fiction book at night when I'm winding down. The productive book I'm reading is, what's it called? I never know the names of the books I'm reading. It's about focus. It's about sharpening your focus. The Attention Revolution. It's basically about using meditation to sharpen your focus. I'm reading that as my serious book. And then as my fiction book that I use to wind down, I'm reading Neuromancer, which is like a sci-fi classic. But once I get through these, I'm going to buy the physical copies of Lord of the Rings and read those. So we got the feed. Here's the feed. Your feed. So it has updates to apps. It has it when apps launch, and then it has trending discussions. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know if this is too crowded, but let's go back into Claude Code. Oh, title of the video is Codex. We should probably use Codex, huh? Let's use Codex. So we're in Codex. Are we local? So for those newer to Codex, you can do locally. This is where the improvements to Codex are. I verify political news from Grok. It says J35. You verify political news from Grok. LOL. I'm going to try to put this a nice way, J35. But how do I say this? I think verifying ongoing political news from any AI model is a very silly thing to do. They're all pulling from the same data sources. The difference is Grok is pulling from X, tweets. And there should never be an AI on planet Earth that uses tweets as a source for information. The amount of people that just go on X and are like, how much can I lie today, is unbelievable. It's astronomical. The amount of people that just go on X and go, okay, how much can I lie in my tweets today in order to get as much attention as humanly possible, is astronomical. And then the AI turns around and uses those tweets as its source of information. So when you go and go, oh, what did JD Vance just say? And then it pulls it. Like, it's not going to be the truth. It's going to be whatever people have tweeted lately. And 95% of the time people tweet, they're just lying out their wazoo so they can get a few more likes so that they can get $20 extra in their bi-weekly ad revenue checks on there. Yeah, I would think parsing arguments for correctness in math. I also ask it stuff on where the other models will give me politically correct answer for, says Ruben R. There's like, Grok isn't any less politically biased than any of the other models. Every model is trained on reddit.com. Okay? So you're going to get whatever biases are going on there. 95% of data used on all these models is just every post from Reddit history. You're not going to get a model that lacks political bias until they're trained on first principles, and that's not going to be for a long time. Right now, they are just an autocomplete for the complete history of Reddit posts. Okay? So thinking, like, I mean, I would love, Ruben, if you can show me, like, queries you've done on Grok where the answer is just completely different than the answer you're getting on any other model because it's so unbiased. I would love to see those responses, and then I'd admit I'm wrong. But like, the only reason people believe Grok is like politically unbiased is because people on X keep saying it is over and over again. I don't think AI should be a tool to be used for like verifying like political facts. For any model, Grok, Chat GPT, Claude, it's just too difficult. It's not the good use case for it. The best use case for AI is coding. It's for bouncing ideas. It's for finding solutions to problems. It's for solving business challenges. It's for solving creative challenges. It's for gaining leverage in your work. I don't know if settling political debates is probably the worst use case of AI. Like, all the way the worst. From best being coding to worst being settling political debates. Why all the apps you build with AI are very simple and not useful. What the hell does that mean, Tan Stack? Why is your face very simple and not useful, Tan Stack? I actually get this question a decent amount, which is like, why in your coding videos do you like only make like to-do lists and calendar apps? I mean, what do you expect? I'm making a 10-minute tutorial on how to use Chat GPT 5.1 Codex. Do you want me to sit there and rebuild the entire internet for you to show you how to use Codex 5.1? My goal of the videos are to show you the basics of the model and how to get the most out of it. I'm not going to sit there and do a tutorial on how to build like a complex full stack top to bottom enterprise level app, right? I'm not trying to build a revolutionary product. I make 5 coding tutorial videos a week. You want me to build 5 different revolutionary enterprise level full stack applications a week? Who do you think I am? if you like, the purpose of my video isn't to show you how to build a revolutionary app. The purpose of my video is show you how to get the most out of the new models and tools. So I use pretty simple apps that people understand and then show you how to use the best features of all the models and tools. So TanStack, why is your face so simple and not useful? Is my question to you. Former game dev here. Web dev is so much easier on the deployment side. Yeah, I know. As of today, Apple allows you web-based payments and won't force you into paying their 30% anymore. But it's still gatekeeping, though. It's still gatekeeping. Where in the mobile have you built in features for that? Apple is unbelievably behind the AI race, LOL, and their recent efforts to purchase Perplexity to catch up. Love to watch them struggle, says Tiamaru. I read an interesting story or theory on why Apple is behind so much. I forget where I read it. Somewhere on X I read this. So odds are it's not even remotely true. I read Apple is behind because years ago they used like an NVIDIA chip in like a computer or a phone or something. Apple did. They like licensed NVIDIA chips for one of their devices, and it like didn't work well. Like it was like kept crashing and just like the device didn't work well because of the NVIDIA chip. And then Apple was like, hey, can we get a refund for these chips because you screwed up our computer or whatever? And NVIDIA was like, no, go screw yourselves. And then Apple was like, oh, we're done with NVIDIA. We're never buying NVIDIA chips ever again. And then now they're trying to like recruit AI researchers, but they're not, they can't provide like tons of compute because they don't buy NVIDIA chips. And so you're an AI researcher and like OpenAI or Google are like, hey, we have like billions of dollars of chips, so you have unlimited compute, so you can experiment and research all you want. And then Apple's like, we don't have any NVIDIA chips. You're going to go to like OpenAI. That's just a theory I heard why Apple is so behind, because Google and all the other companies have way more compute. So they're going to the other companies because they can do a lot cooler things. That's just the theory I heard. Leave a like down below if you agree with that theory. Leave a like down below if you also disagree with that theory. And leave a like down below if you're alive. If you're going to ask for an Apple sponsorship, you got to shoot the stars and ask for the new M5 1 terabyte model to stress it out. Well, I'm waiting for I might buy, listen, if I somehow get rich over the next 4 or 5 months, I'm going to buy the M5 Ultra when that drops. If any AI companies are watching this, if you buy me the M5 Ultra Max Studio, I'll use your product on a video. What are we building? Let's go back to building for a second. We've done a lot of yapping. Let's build. All right, so we built the feed. I got an ideas list. I have like a notepad where I write down all my ideas list. Fork this build for templates. When an app is forkable, it has starter prompts in it, plus builders, and list their entire tech stack. Okay, let's put a tech stack section. So okay, that looks excellent. New section I want to add to. Did I need to do any database updates for this? Database layer. No, I guess I didn't need to make any database updates. New section I want to add to each app listing. I want to add a tech stack so people can see which tech goes into each app. For instance, Next.js, Tailwind, Supabase. I want to make it so on each app listing in the App Store, you can see the tech stack of the app. So if you want to emulate it, you can. Yeah, Chat GPT projects is fire. Yes, it is. Sir Night Night. What's up, Sir Night Night? Where did you buy it? Where did I buy what? Alex, building web apps is 10% of the work you need to turn them into iOS mobile app. I call it Apple Hellish Jail. Yeah, I'm just not interested. I'm not interested in the iOS game. I'm just not. I did my whole lawn with GPT project. My dead spots from weeds to full green lush grass. That's what I'm talking about, Joey NYC. Making your lawn look good. I would never verify political news from Grok. Yeah, it's the stupidest thing you can do. Plus, I didn't see anyone in the chat give me one use case for Grok. Can someone in the chat give me one use case for Grok that like it does it the best out of all of them? Like it does that one thing the best. I'm not saying it lacks bias. I'm just saying it seems to be less politically correct, but I'm super inexperienced with it, so I don't know. Yeah, I think it is going to be unbelievably difficult to build an AI with no political bias. Unbelievably difficult. Unbelievably difficult because the developer, all it takes is one developer. All it takes is one executive. All it takes is one person with their hands in the cookie jar to ruin the whole thing and give it some sort of political bias. And there's so many people that are political nut jobs, man. There's so many political nut jobs in this world. So many political nut jobs. Their entire life is politics. They treat it like a sport. Like I'm a diehard New England Patriots fan. There's some people that like me being a Patriots fan, like they're that way, but with politics. Like everything is like, oh, go my team. Everything they do is the correct thing. Like the Patriots for me, I'm always gonna be like, yeah, they do it the best. Tom Brady's the best. Like some people like that, but with politics. It's so lame. And it just takes one of those Looney Tunes to work on an AI model to ruin it and make it politically biased. Using 5.1 Codex on VS Code with Copilot. Great experience so far. What do you use Copilot? Why do you use Copilot over Codex out of curiosity? Guillerme Voze. Why do you use Copilot over Codex? I'm curious. People that want to use an app like simple apps that are straightforward. Is GPT 5.1 in Codex better than Gemini 3.0 Pro? I tried Gemini 3.0 and it was really good. It's not out yet, but it could glitch the Gemini mobile app. You can't compare anything to Gemini 3.0 yet. It's not out. I'm not counting the glitch. There's more I want to say, but I can't. Alex is too generous to even answer questions about building simple apps. Says Situ D'Souza. Situ D'Souza. Alex is too generous to even answer questions about building simple apps. I'm so generous. Tan Stack. Yeah, get Tan Stack out of here. Haha, dude, anyone can open up Claude Code and ask it to create a to-do app. Okay, well then don't watch the videos. Who's forcing you to watch the videos? If you don't want to see how to use the latest models to build to-do list apps, then, I mean, listen, Tan Stack, one of us is sitting here watching the other one live stream. So clearly there's something of value going on here. If you sit here and watch the live stream and watch all the videos and watch me write to-do list apps, there must be something of value. Otherwise, you're just sitting there doing nothing and wasting your time. Although you seem like the type of person that just likes to sit there and waste their time all day. So I don't know. Do you teach people how to write English? I could. Plenty of people out there want to learn how to write English. I could if I want to. There's a market for that. Tan Stack. I mean, hey, at least if I was teaching people how to write English, I'd be providing some sort of value to this world. Tan Stack. Unlike one of us. Why wouldn't Apple build a giant AI server farm using M5s? I don't know. Just a theory I heard. Companies buy me a Mac Studio. Yeah. Listen, if you buy me a Mac Studio M5 Ultra, I'll be biased toward whatever you want. I'll say whatever you want. Just buy me a Mac Studio M5 Ultra. Trying to launch a SaaS and work the 7 to 3 has been rough, but very rewarding. Your videos help a ton with motivation, man. Work the 7 to 3. What do you work? 7 a.m., 3 p.m.? That's not bad. At least you get some sunlight, Josh Malone. When I was working like 8 to 6, I wasn't getting any sunlight. All right, Claude Code built it. What did Claude Code build here? Wow. They built a lot. So what I was building was, let me show you. So in our vibe coded app store, I want to make it so when you post an app, you can share the tech stack, right? So like I got Creator Buddy here. I can click on it. I want it to have like a tech stack. So you can see the tech stack of the app. So let's see what Claude Code built. Let's see what Claude Code built here. Tech stack implementation complete. So we have a new database schema. So we got to update the database. Add tech stack. So we're going to take this SQL, and it gave me 50 different tech stack options we can add. So it can be listed in there. That's pretty cool. We're going to update. I'm going to show you how to update the database in a second. Some people say, hey, the live stream, it's not very useful. I'm going to show you how to update a database in a second. Where did you buy the domain? GoDaddy.com. I use GoDaddy. Is that weird? Is GPT-5? Oh, I answered that one already. Grok vision mode can watch you code. What? Why would you want to do that? Why would you use Grok vision mode to watch you code? What would be the point of that? Just use Claude Code. What are you doing? The only good use case for Grok I can imagine is spicy chat. Man. I really wish they didn't release all that stuff, the anime girlfriend and the spicy stuff. I don't know, call me a prude, but come on, man. Come on. Like, we can't pretend that AI is good for the world and then release anime girlfriends. We just can't. We can't do that. We can't do that. I do think AI is good for the world. I think it's a great thing for the world. I think AI is the greatest advancement in human history. But you can't go around saying you're helping the world and then put out an anime girlfriend, dude. Come on. I get like, yeah, you'll get like the incel audience to use your AI, and like that's actually a really huge audience. That's like that might be the biggest audience on the internet, the incel crew. Like I get that. Like I get you're tapping into like the biggest audience on the internet, and I get that to like achieve AGI you need trillions of dollars of chips, so you need to make money somehow. I get that. I get it, but at the same time there has to be a line. Where's the line? Where's the line when you can just release an anime girlfriend in a bikini that talks dirty to you? Like where do we go? Okay, no, we're not going to do that. This could make us money, but we're not going to make money off that. Where's that line? I feel like anime girlfriends pass the line. I feel like anime girlfriend goes a little bit past that line. Am I off? Am I wrong? Are there any hardcore anime girlfriend users on here? Are there any hardcore anime Grok girlfriend users on here that I'm insulting? If you use the Grok anime girlfriend, feel free to get in the chat and present your case for why it's a good thing for humanity. I'm open to it. I'm open to the discussion. I'm open to the debate. If you can present a good argument, I might buy into it. If anyone here right now can go in the chat and tell me why the Grok anime girlfriend is a good thing for humanity and not just a way to capture attention and money so you can buy more chips, I will download it to my phone right now and have a conversation live on here and let it talk dirty to me. I will do it. I will do it right now. If you can present me a good argument for why the Grok anime girlfriend is a good thing for humanity. I will download it right now. I will make it my girlfriend and I will let it talk dirty to me live on stream. In fact, I will keep talking it until we unlock the new outfits. So present your case. Do you straight up use Supabase or do you use local data first? So when I'm prototyping an app, Matthias, I use local storage just to prototype it, and then I add on Supabase right after. If you had to choose two options between Claude Code, Codex, and Cursor, should we do Marry F Kill, Claude Code, Codex, Cursor, Marry F Kill? Should we do it? Marry F Kill, Claude Code, Codex, Cursor. I'm going to marry Claude Code, and this is as of November 14th, Friday, November 14th, 2025 at 12:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right? In an hour, Cursor could release an update that changes his entire thing. I could be killing Claude Code in an hour based on updates over the next 60 minutes. So this is as of this moment. This could change second to second. We can get a new update any second now that changes all of this. I'm marrying Claude Code. Who do I F and who do I kill of Codex and Cursor? I mean, I just think Sonnet 4.5 and Claude Code in the CLI is just, it's the best. It's the best coding tool right now. Could change any second now. As of this moment, 12:21 Pacific Standard, November 14th, 2025. I'm marrying Claude Code. I'm effing Codex and I'm killing Cursor. But again, if Cursor releases, they just raised $19 trillion. You saw the tweet. They just raised $19 trillion. They could release Cursor 3.0 any second now. I could be marrying Cursor. Could change any second. That's as of this moment. Grok seems to still be good at more specific thinking, but I've not tried GPT 5.1 that much yet. Most other use cases have been overtaken by Gemini. What are you using Gemini 2.5 Pro for outside of media stuff? I mean, it's spectacular for media. Spectacular. What the hell is napkin.ai, dude? I get 40 million emails a day from AI companies looking to sponsor videos from like the most random, weird sounding tools you've ever heard in your entire life. Napkin.ai wants to collab. They want to show how easy and fun it is to use napkin.ai, man. When I get emails from napkin.ai, part of me thinks we're in a bubble. And this is not free promotion. Do not, listen, I haven't used the tool. Don't use it. I just get 19,000 emails a day from these random ass tools. The napkin.ai's of the world. It's an AI that makes presentations. Oh, I've never heard of that one before. How do you make sure subagents don't contradict each other and override each other's codes? That's why I don't use subagents. It's just too much, too confusing. Hey, Alex, I'm new to vibe coding. What do you recommend using, Cursor or VS Code? And for brainstorming, Claude GPT or Grok? Good question, Ahmed Hassan. Good question, Ahmed Hassan. Right now, my master workflow, the best possible tool stack you can use is Claude Code in the CLI for coding, Claude Code in the CLI for coding, and then Chat GPT 5.1 for planning, for brainstorming. Claude Code for building, Chat GPT 5.1 thinking for brainstorming. That is the best tech stack. If you have a little bit higher of a budget, I would use Claude Code in the CLI as well as Codex on the left-hand side, bounce things off each other. Hey, this thing just coded this. Check it out. This thing just coded that. Review their code. Boom, 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 boom. And then GPT 5.1 thinking for ideating. I have ideas for new apps or uses or interfaces. Do you think it's worth starting with something like Cursor and building? I do have a YouTube, but not popular enough to go live. Just your thoughts. Thanks. I have a few ideas for new apps or uses or interfaces. Do you think it's worth starting? Why not just build it with Claude Code unless you're paying for Cursor? I don't know. And start a YouTube. Like, what are you talking about? I do have a YouTube, but not popular enough to go live. How do you think I got popular, JD? How do you think I got 74 concurrent viewers in this live stream? How do you think I got 51,000 subscribers? How do you think? By building content when I didn't have many subscribers or viewers or listeners. So you have to do it at some point. If you want to get to 50,000, you're going to have to start building at some point. So you might as well do it now when you have 0. TanStack, what would you suggest as a more appropriate example app to show off new AI features within a 15-minute videos? The point is not the app, it's the AI techniques. TanStack, you can build a big app with each 15-minute video. You build a small feature into that app instead of keep building the same app. What does that mean? You build a big app in each 15 minutes. You can't build big apps in 15 minutes. Then you say you build a small feature in that app. So what are you saying? I use the same app and then use it across videos, but that will be confusing. The point of having one-off videos is that they're their own specific instruction set. If it was one app I'm doing across 20 different videos, it'd be confusing. People would jump into the tutorial and be like, I don't know what this app is. What is this app they're building? The point is I want to make practical TanStack. The point is I want to make practical tutorials that show off the capabilities of the model. If I'm doing a tutorial on 5.1 Codex and I start halfway through a massive app that people don't even know what it does, it'll be confusing for them. The point is simplicity so they can understand the new features. I'm also not trying to think of a brand new enterprise level, full stack, complex app 5 different times a week. That's be very difficult. So I make the sacrifice and I make a to-do list app or a calendar app or a journaling app. And for 95% of people, they're grateful because they learn how to use new models and features. They don't really care about the app. And I make the sacrifice that 1% of annoying, whiny complainers like TanStacks of the world will get upset and then stop watching the videos and I won't care. And then the 0.0001% of the people that get upset and then stick around in live streams for 4 hours to voice their displeasure, then I just click ban and block, which I haven't done for you yet because I find it particularly funny that you're still going at it. What do you think about Namecheap for domains? I just have been using GoDaddy for like 20 years, so I use what I'm used to. But they're all the same price. How do I configure my AIs to not be so basic and lazy and so robotic? Good question, Ostonic. Jeez, you come up with good questions. Well, good news, Ostonic. Good news. In ChatGPT 5.1, they just updated it. You now have many more options for style. So if you go settings and then personalization, they added these for 5.1, all these new styles. I also have custom instructions I use. I'm going to reveal this complete custom instruction set in my next video, which will probably go live tomorrow. So everyone subscribe and notifications on for that. Subscribe and notifications on for a brand new ChatGPT 5.1 prompting guide, which should be going live tomorrow, I think, if not Sunday, where I'll go over my entire custom instruction set I use to get the absolute best results out of ChatGPT 5.1. And if you want to support the channel, you don't need to donate. You don't need to do any of that. I don't care about that. The best way to support is when I put a new video live, you hit the notification because you got notifications on, and you leave a like on the new video when I put it live and you watch it to the end. If you do that, that's the best way to support. Turn on notifications right now. Then when I put new videos live, you just open it up, you hit like, and you watch it to the end. It's the best way to support the channel. AI waifus are cheaper than real girlfriend, but the drawback is the only damn sandwich they can make me is a PNG. What do you guys think about the glasses? Yay or nay? I was thinking about wearing them for the live stream, but I don't know if it's throw people off too much. I'm wearing glasses on the live stream all of a sudden. Screw around and wear it right now. Let people have fun, man. There's not some people want to do. You and I have to make money. They just want to let people have fun, man. I mean, people can have fun. For those who don't know what the hell this guy's talking about, we're talking about the AI waifus in Grok. I don't think there's any issue with it. The issue I have is a lot of these AI companies pretend to be very moral. They try to be moral authorities. They talk about their ethics. We want to do this. We want to improve society. But then you release an AI waifu. I'm not judging. Listen, am I right now? You want to have an anime Japanese girlfriend? Go right ahead. I'm not the users. I'm not judging the users. I'm not judging the users. I'll download it right now. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these AI companies being moral authorities and then releasing AI waifus. I don't know. That's what the live stream. Yeah, that's what the live streams are for. We're building out a super complex app, one feature at a time on the live stream. Tan Stack. What do you think we're doing on the live stream? We're building on a super complex app, one feature at a time. Listen, Modelier, there's just some people on this planet that just want to complain, cry. I promise you, this person's not doing anything useful in their life. They're not doing anything useful. They're not building anything. They're not contributing anything to society. They spend 10 hours a day on Grok Waifu app. I promise you. They came here to complain and cry. The argument is, it is fun for someone. Different strokes for different folks. What is good for them is not good for you. Humanity is not a single source. These girls will cure You think the AI waifus are curing loneliness, or are they creating loneliness? Spote clips. Do you think the AI waifus are curing loneliness or creating loneliness? It appears you think it's curing loneliness. You sure? Are you sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that? I think it's terribly sad that people are lonely, that they need to pay an AI chat system to give them what they need. F Codex kill cursor, says Joe Bob. Oh, so we're on the same page. Hey, can you show how to use multiple branches on Claude Code Web? Yeah, sure. I can do that. Caden. Hell yeah, I can do that, Caden. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Claude Code Web. Still have 994 free credits here on Claude Code Web. So the way Claude Code Web works is you got to have your app on GitHub. And then from here, you can do one of two things when it builds something out for you. Caden. You can open it in a CLI, or you can create a pull request. I like to open it up in the CLI. So once the cloud agent makes a change, right? You selected your GitHub repo, your code's on GitHub. You ask it to make a change. You click open in CLI. That gives you a command. Then you go back into Claude Code. You paste that command into CLI. You hit enter. It will switch to the temporary branch created that Claude Code used to build the code. Then you test out the change, right, locally. And if it's good, you go into Claude Code and say, hey, commit this to main, the main branch, and then it merges it into main. There you go. Hope that was useful, Caden. Why would anyone choose between those, since you can run Claude Code and Codex inside Cursor? Just because not everyone wants to spend a bunch of money on all three tools. I spend a bunch of money on all three tools so I can use them all, but not everyone wants to do that. You like Elon. Using Grok, AI girlfriend supports him by funding the frontier scientists to change the world. Get your bag. I support Elon Musk by buying his metal truck, by paying $99 a month for full self-driving, by paying $500 a year for the premium tier of X, which I don't even know what I'm getting for. I'm just paying the $500 a month. I swear I paid $5,000 a month for the last year for the X API. I've paid $5,000 a month for the last year for the X API. I support Elon Musk plenty. I don't need to buy the AI waifu. Everyone clip him saying effing Codex out of context. Okay. 19 trillion says Dreamboy. Yeah, did I stutter? I've been wondering what's better for coding, Codex or Claude Code. I think at the moment, is this Sora Nico? Is this Sora Nico? I have two regular listeners that have not English lettering as their names, and I've wrote them down. Is this Sora Nico? At the moment, November 14th, 2025, Claude Code's better. Napkin AI is pretty cool. Is that a thing? Do people use Napkin AI? It's been around for a while. It plays on the whole concept of napkin diagrams, using AI to take notes, concepts, to turn into documentation. Oh, so should I have not crapped on napkin AI? Definite bubble. AI spending is out of control. Anthropic needs to do about 3 more rounds of funding. Just curious, is Claude Code better than the CLI versus the extension? I see you have both open. So Scott Clendaniel, I know you joined a little bit later, but I explained toward the beginning. You can rewatch the live stream after we end if you want. The CLI is now better. I used to prefer the extension. The CLI is now significantly better. I highly recommend you getting the official Alex Finn recommendation. Official stamp of approval, Alex Finn recommendation, #1 vibe coding YouTube channel in the world, #1 vibe coding live show and podcast in the world. Official stamp of approval. Claude Code CLI is now better than the extension. I highly recommend making the switch. Stamp placed. Thanks for the tough love, Alex. No problem. The CLI is now, but the extension was better a couple months ago. I haven't played with the CLI for months now because I was just on the extension. I tried the CLI real quick last night and I was like, holy crap, this is so much better. What do you think to become apps in Google AI Studio and finish in Claude Code? Yeah, I mean, if you're into Google AI Studio, which I think is a very cool tool, prototype it in Google AI Studio and then move it over to Claude Code. Anthropic is the least self-sustaining of the leaders. When the bubble pops, Google and XII will be fine. Microsoft too. Not sure what happens to OpenAI and Anthropic. Well, you're making a lot of assumptions here, Modelier. You're assuming it's a bubble, which that's not for sure yet. That's not for sure that it's a bubble. You're assuming that if it is a bubble, it happens and it pops, it happens before these companies figure out revenue models that support the spending they're doing. You're assuming these companies don't get bought by Google or Microsoft fully. Keep in mind, Google is a big investor in a lot of these companies. They own a big part of Anthropic. And I can tell you this, if a bubble burst and Anthropic somehow was part of that bursting, I can tell you Google probably sweeps in and saves them because, I mean, Sonnet 4.5 is the greatest coding model on planet Earth. You're just making a lot of assumptions. I'm struggling to decide between Claude Code and Cursor or using both. I don't believe it's a bubble. I don't believe it's a bubble, for the record. I saw some data a couple of days ago on the amount of CapEx spending so all these companies are doing now. And money is just flowing. And I'm not convinced it's a bubble. I mean, it is like, yeah, is OpenAI spending trillions of dollars and they're not making trillions of dollars? Yes. But I'm not convinced that their modeling of their expectations won't come true for when it comes to revenue. I'm struggling to decide between Claude Code and Cursor or using both, but it's expensive AF. I think Cursor is nice because you have 1 million context window on Claude. It's limited to all 5 hours, right? I'm not convinced context window is the most important thing when it comes to AI. So I wouldn't make that your #1 factor. I just think straight up quality of the code that's produced is the most important factor. And right now, I believe Claude Code with Sonnet 4.5 produces the highest quality code. Oh, wow. Another live, says Ben K. Yeah, we do it every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Did you by any chance run 4 tests on Codex 5.1? Yes, we did. We ran the benchmarks, Ben K. We ran the benchmarks on 5.1, and they almost got it. They almost took the lead. They almost won the benchmarking test, Ben K. For those that missed it, 5.1 dropped 2 days ago. We did live benchmarking. And it fell just behind Sonnet 4.5 and Opus 4.1. Just a tad bit outside. Looking like a smart guy, says my Twitch community. Thank you, Frozen Fusion. Love the Twitch community. Shout out the Twitch community watching this. What do you think so far about GPT 5.1 Codex? I feel like GPT 5 Codex is better. I don't know. I think it is an improvement. I think 5.1 Codex is an improvement, but I do not think that I think there are issues when it comes to communication that puts Sonnet 4.5 above it. So I'm still a Claude Code with Sonnet 4.5 guy. Grok arguing helps people gain confidence in talking to women and get better skills for having a real girlfriend. Disagree completely. I do not think talking to a cartoon, half-naked anime app makes you better at talking to women in real life. I would quite frankly argue it does quite the opposite. I would argue that talking to an AI waifu, that after everything you say, it goes, oh my God, you're the best. You're so smart. I don't think that prepares you for talking to human beings in real life. Not at all. I think it does the opposite because it glazes you. It's a sycophant. And then when you go to talk to a woman in real life and she goes, hey, what's up? And then she doesn't say, oh, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best. Then you get stuck and don't know what to say in return. So I'd say it's the opposite. I'd say it actually cripples your confidence and destroys your skill set for talking to real people in real life. And does not help you get a real girlfriend. If you talk to a cartoon character that constantly says, you're the best, I do anything for you, you're amazing. And then you go out and walk up to a girl at a cafe and say, hey, what's going on? She goes, nothing much. You're not going to know any idea what to do. I don't think it's healthy for people to get emotionally attached to an AI personality like the companions at Grok. I do ever use Annie to have back and forth with like the rubber duck method. I don't know what the rubber duck method is. But I have zero idea what the rubber duck method is. But there's got to be better ways to have a rubber duck method than talking to a half-naked anime. There's got to be. What do you think AI will be able to do in 10 years that we didn't expect? Do you have something in mind? I've talked about this a few times on the live stream. What I want AI to be able to do, I want AI to be able to do this in 2 years, but 10 years, I want it to be the end of prompting, the end of talking to it, the end of communicating with it. You sign up for the AI, you hit a button, and the AI goes and does work. Right? So say I sign up for a content creator AI agent. I literally sign up, put in my email address, hit enter, sign up, and then I click it, and then there's a big button on the screen that says go. It's just a big button that says go. And I click the button. And the AI agent goes, does research about me, my newsletter, my YouTube, my Twitter, looks at what I write about, looks at when I post, looks at what works, what gets high engagement, what doesn't, and then just starts writing me newsletters, writing me tweets. And I didn't need to prompt it. I didn't need to do anything. It just figures out what I need automatically. I'll be transparent. I lack skill since I work in supply chain for 20 years, but I'm willing to learn, says my fave tech. That's what I'm talking. As long as you're willing to learn, you're ahead of most people. Yeah, we're in the US. We need an intervention when it comes to mental health. We've never had worse mental health in the United States of America. Never been worse. And I think part of it is to blame on the people. And I think part of it is to blame on the companies. I go to the gym. I got a gym here. I go to the gym. There's always like 5 or 6 other people in a little apartment gym. I put my phone away when I go to the gym. I put it to the side and I work out because you got to focus. You got to lock in. I want huge muscles. I want huge bulbous muscles, right? So I got to lock in. And I look around the gym as I'm working out, and everyone just has their nose buried in their phone the entire time. I literally was at the gym the other day and some guy was doing crunches, and he was doing crunches like this. I couldn't believe it. And I go and I like kind of peek to see what's going on. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing where like he can't focus for 10 seconds while he does crunches? And he's just like scrolling TikTok. He's scrolling Instagram reels. And it's like, that is crazy. And that's like, there's just no way you can be mentally healthy if you can't take 5 seconds to do crunches without looking at Instagram reels. There's no way. There's no way. You cannot be mentally healthy if you are looking at Instagram reels 20. And then I walk around outside the apartment building. Everyone walks around like this. Everyone's walking around like this. You look out, there's 20 people walking around in the distance, and they're all walking around. They have their dogs. They have their dogs on a leash. They're looking like this as they walk around. There is no way every single person who literally can't take 10 seconds to bring their dog out to take a crap on the lawn is mentally healthy if they have to be staring at their phone the entire time their dog is crapping on the lawn. There's no way. It's crazy. The phone addiction right now is crazy. It's crazy. Like, listen, I've been trying to challenge myself to do this more lately. I try to not look at my phone ever. I keep it to the side because I used to. Here's what I think. Here's a big thing a lot more people need to do. And I know this is a vibe coding live stream and now we're ranting, but it is what it. Listen, if you want to learn how to vibe code, watch any of my other videos. We vibe code, we rant. We vibe code, we rant, we chill, we talk, we laugh. It is what it is. Leave a like down below, subscribe. New challenge for you this weekend. Try it this week. I'm trying to do this myself. New challenge for you this weekend. Do not use your phone in the in-between moments. Do not use your phone in the in-between moments. What does that mean? You go to the bathroom to pee. Don't bring your phone with you. You go to the kitchen to pour some water. Don't bring your phone with you and stare while you're pouring the water, right? You're going to check your mailbox. Don't bring your phone with you. Step one of beating this phone addiction that I think so many people has is I'm doing this myself. I'm addicted to my phone. I'm trying to cut out the phone use in the in-between moments. The in-between moments. Try it this weekend. Try it this weekend with me. And if you try it on the next live stream on Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, let me know in the chat how it worked for you, if you were able to do it. Because I think that's like, you can't cut down an addiction just by cold turkey. You need to do it little step by little step. I think the first step in cutting this addiction is do not use your phone in the in-between moments. Alex, do you have your own local LLM? If so, what models do you run? Anthony Dias, great question. Great question. I am desperately, the next phase of me is I'm going deep into machine learning and local models. Right now, I am reading a book called Hands-on Machine Learning with Scikit-learn and PyTorch. I'm reading this textbook, Hands-on Machine Learning with Scikit-learn and PyTorch. I'm learning all about machine learning. And then once I finish this, I'm either going to buy a NVIDIA GDX Spark, or I'm going to buy a Mac Studio M3 or M5 Ultra, or I hope a company buys. I would agree. Listen, AI companies. I tweet this every time a new open source model comes out. I'm like, hey, would love a Mac M3 Ultra. AI companies, if you buy it from me, I'll put your local model on here, make a video about it. But I think it would be cool to start making videos on like how to run your own models and use cases for running your own models and things like that. So I'm hands-on on machine learning. I'm trying to learn it. I got Yen Rodman. Yen Rodman's the man. He's helping me out with the local stuff. And once I get through this textbook, I'm going to buy a GPU or a machine, and I'm going to try to host my own local model. I'd like to open in CLI in my VS Code. but I got errors when trying to put the code in the terminal because I was in a different branch. Not sure I understand your problem, Caden. If you can be more clear about it. I'm not going to die on the hill, but multiple sub-agents beat a single monolithic agent because they enable task parallelization, clear separation concerns, and built-in error correction. No, that makes total sense. It makes total sense. I'm just a simple man. I like to keep things simple. Are you building any other apps outside the App Store and your main app? If so, can you show us? Yes, I am. So there is a concept for an idea that I've been working on now for 10 months. I don't think the technology is there yet, but I'm trying to build a prototype for it. I'll give you a little hint at what it is. But it is a 24/7 autonomous AI agent. And I talked a little bit about my vision for where AI is 2 to 10 years from now. And it is me trying to get ahead of that vision. And the tech isn't at a place yet where it enables this vision at this moment. But every new model release gets us closer and closer. And so I've been building this out now for a while. And if I can nail this, I think it's a multi-billion-dollar idea. And so that is another app I'm working on. So I'm working on a few things at once, maintaining Creator Buddy and adding new features to that. I'm working on this Vibe Code App Store, which I primarily work on this live stream that everyone here is going to be able to use that I don't think I'll make a single penny off of, but I think it'll be fun. I have the Vibe Coding Academy, which launches in 2 weeks. Subscribe to the newsletter, link down below in the description for that. More information coming. It's going to have a Claude Code Masterclass in it. And it's going to be a community where we hang out. And then the fourth thing I'm working on is this 24/7 employee. Maybe we'll have demo for you sometime in the near future. We'll see. CLI overextension, even though it's easier to manage context with extension by adding new tab. Yes, it is a benefit of the extension that you can manage conversations really easily in the extension, but the new engagement patterns inside the CLI, the way it talks to you and asks you questions, is so good, so pleasant to use, so helpful, so nice that I'm willing to make the sacrifices of the extension benefits in order to use that. What do you guys think about the background music? Should I bump it up a couple notches? What do you think about the music? Is that too loud? Is that good? Do you like it better at that level, or should I make it quieter like it was before? Maybe like 1 notch lower. I kind of like it there, huh? Greetings from Slovakia again. Greetings, my friend. Only depressed, lonely people talk to anime girls, says Arrarararara. I don't think that's 100% true. I also think there are people out there that just want to glaze Elon on X and get a reply from him. So they talk about the anime girls 24/7. There's a whole sect of X that is just people trying to get a like and retweet from Elon. In 10 years, I want to move the conversation to value creation and the creativity frontier. Real innovation improving lives quickly. Yeah, 100%. I mean, we need to get to the point where the AIs start coming up with creative, novel ideas, which I think 5.1 thinking has done for me a couple times. I'm really, really impressed with 5.1 thinking from a creativity perspective, just talking back and forth perspective. Pray, meditate more, ASAP Rocky. I got a little timer on my desk. It's really cool. I got it on Amazon, like 20 bucks. I meditate with this, 24 minutes a day. Turn it on, 24 minutes, boom. Shut your eyes and try to focus. We live in a world where no one can focus. No one can focus. Zero focus. No one's able to focus, right? You have these incredibly powerful tools at your fingertips that you can build anything you want, any business you want, but people can't seem to focus and build those things out. Right? Their focus is stopping them from becoming the best version of themselves. You have all the capabilities, you have all the intelligence, you have everything you've ever needed to build and be successful and build the business for yourself. But you can't do it because when you sit down at your computer, you open up Twitter and you doom scroll, and you open up TikTok and you doom scroll for 4 hours. Then your day's gone, you look at the clock, it's 10 p.m. and you got to go to bed, and it's over and you built nothing. And it was a waste of a day. And then you do that 7 years in a row. If only you can conquer your focus, you can do anything you want, anything. You can build anything you want. You can create that YouTube channel. You can create that popular Twitter account. You can build that product. You can learn that skill set. You can get better as a human. If only you can conquer that focus. If only you can conquer this little square device that yells at you every 5 seconds, look at me, 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 look at me. If you can just conquer that voice that's constantly yelling to look, 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 look. If you can conquer it, you can accomplish anything you want. But how do you conquer it? If you wanted to lift a boulder, what would you do? Would you walk over to the boulder, try to lift and go, oh, I can't do it, I give up? Or would you lift smaller weights and then work up to bigger weights and work up to bigger weights, and eventually you can lift that boulder, right? So how do you conquer your focus challenges? How do you conquer being able to focus more and say no to that phone? You start small. Okay, I'll focus for a minute. I'll close my eyes and try to focus on my breath for a minute. Okay, now I'll go for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, right? You build up that up, and then you're able to sit down eventually, and you're able to video that first YouTube video and film it, right? You're able to build out that full app beginning to end over 2 hours, right? So it's a practice. You got to get better. You got to practice. You got to get better at conquering your distractions and your focus. And the way you do that, in my opinion, I mean, you're watching my live stream, so who's mine's the only opinion that matters, is meditation, simple meditation. Sit there 10 minutes, close your eyes, just focus on your breath. That's it. And what that's doing is not some hokey pokey BS. It's literally you're practicing your focus. You're putting away the distractions and you're practicing your focus. And that's how you get better at focusing on tasks you do and work you do. Simple. I was addicted to my phone too, but now I never look anywhere because I'm vibe coding all day. LOL. Ben K in the house. He's been putting it off, but I keep telling him things like Comfy UI and Llama can do a lot for beginners in the open source LMs. I want to understand, and Robin, I want to understand machine learning, my man. I want to understand machine learning, so I'm reading this book. Then I'm going to buy a GPU I can put it on. I'm a big fan of multi-chain LM. I hope you don't mind. Some people get upset when we don't sit here for 3 hours straight just coding nonstop. Is that really that interesting to sit here and watch me vibe code for 3 hours? So we got to talk about what's going on in AI and tech in the world and self-improvement. We talk about it all. Do you block your time? How are you managing all your projects? 2 ways: organization and pressure. So I organize. I keep a to-do list at all times that I manage tasks, write it down. I don't use digital stuff. I write it down. If you write it down in your notebook, it sticks a lot better. You got to have a notebook. So I write every day, the night before, go write down your tasks, keep it in front of you all day, keep your eyes on it, and do not settle until you check off every single one. And do it order of importance, right? For me, my most important task today was apply for California healthcare because I'm a solopreneur. So I got to buy healthcare from California government, which is going to cost me $10 trillion a month. Applied, done. I'm protected. I'm writing my premium newsletter right after this. It's going out right after this. So sign up for the premium newsletter if you want. Finishing the landing page for Vibe Coding Academy after that. So that'll go live and you can sign up for the waiting list for Vibe Coding Academy. 2 tweets. Film and edit a next YouTube video, right? Here we go. Boom. And then the other way is pressure. I put immense pressure on myself. I give myself deadlines. I said, I'm launching the vibe coding community on Black Friday. I've said it 100 times. I'm not even close to being done with it. But this pressure is going to force me to do it. Put pressure on yourself. Give yourself deadlines. You have to. Make the same app, Agentic 24/7 Business Factory, virtually nearby. Oh, so you're building it too? I'd like to see how yours turns out. 5.1 thinking be good for code review for... Yeah, I mean, it's good for it. All the modern models are good for it, Rob. All the modern models are good for it. I think Claude Code's the best for a lot of code stuff. I think 5.1 is fantastic for ideating, creativity, idea bouncing. If I'm doing code stuff, I'd rather do Claude, to be honest with you. Just to be honest. Meditation is so goated. It is. Is it normal that I pay every day $20 for Claude Code, but I move? Is it normal I pay $20 for Claude Code every day? The $200 plan's not enough for you, Piero? There's absolutely a science to meditation. It changes the topology of your brain. That doesn't surprise me. I feel like, what do you guys think about the structure of the live stream? We build out a couple features. We talk about the current state of AI. We ask questions about process. We chill, we laugh, we make fun of people. We praise people. We talk about how to improve with tech, improve with coding, improve with AI. You like the structure? Too much yapping, not enough yapping. Too much coding, not enough coding. My Fave Tech, thank you for joining. Thank you for becoming a FinFam member, My Fave Tech. That means a lot. Thank you. I appreciate it. I pay $200 a month for Claude Code, Piero Vo. What advice do you have when you keep prompting to fix something and no prompting can seem to fix it? Give it to a different AI. If you're on Claude Code, give it to Codex. If you're on Codex, give it to Claude Code. They almost always fix the other one's problems. Structure's golden. You like the structure? All right, good. Not too much yapping, not too much coding, not too much one or the other. You like the balance? I like to keep it like an AI variety hour, 2 hours. You can have a section where people call in and you talk for a few minutes. That is asking for trolls. Having a call-in section is begging for trolls. You think Tan Stack or whatever that guy's name is, he's going to call in, you suck. Shut up. That'll be his entire call. It's fine the way it is. It's organic and you connecting with the chat. I think it's fun. You guys ask questions. We hang out. How would you promote your SaaS app, says Raymond Good? Start creating a buttload of content. Get on YouTube, start creating YouTube videos. Get on X, start Xing. Create, share your journey, show your personality. You look like a funny guy, Raymond Good. Show your personality, right? Film videos, get in front of people, build distribution. Start a newsletter if you like writing. Put yourself out there, get uncomfortable. Soon you'll have an audience. Like, look, we got 75 people in this live stream right now. I'll put out this vibe coded app store eventually. Good chance a lot of people in here use it. I mean, it's gonna be free. Good chance a lot of people are using it just because they've been watching, right? Same thing. You can do the same thing as me. I'm not special. Nothing I do is special. The only difference between me and people with no YouTube channel is I film videos. That's the only difference. There's no other difference. No, the chatter is perfect, especially for solo builders who may not have other people to talk to or in the space. Learn a ton. As a rookie, can you please show what the difference is between CLI and plugin in VS Code, please? So NMG, we actually went over this towards the beginning of the live stream, but basically Claude Code in the CLI is a lot better at engaging with you than the plugin. It asks you like multiple choice questions. It makes it easy for you to answer and ask questions, which is really, really nice. Yeah, it's good, but you have the personality to handle calls quickly and hilariously. It would derail things, though. Yeah, it would just be. I'm never uncomfortable. Yeah, get uncomfortable, Raymond. Get uncomfortable. I'd absolutely call in, but if I troll, I'm at least going to be good. At least you're a respectful troll. You're way more organized on the fly than I am, but I'm going to stream soon. Just need to get reps. And yeah, Ruben, everyone should be streaming. Everyone should be trying it out. I don't know what CLI is. CLI is the command line interface, NMG. Like your terminal. Or if you are inside of Visual Studio Code, you hit Command tilde and it opens up your terminal here to the right? Here's your terminal. You hit Command tilde, it opens up. That's your CLI. Then you type in Claude and it starts Claude Code. Taking calls will be madness and pandemonium. Yeah, I think it would maybe be too much madness and pandemonium. Man, we're starting to peak. It's always tough cutting off the live stream when the viewership's peaking. All right, I have to find some good tutorials for this. Yeah. Well, I mean, I got some good tutorials for this. Look at my YouTube channel. My entire YouTube channel is tutorials for using the CLI and Claude Code and building apps. What are you guys building this weekend? Anyone building anything cool this weekend? This weekend, I will be filming for probably 20 hours straight the Vibe Coding Academy. I will then be playing Arc Raiders at night. There's a brand new map in Arc Raiders. I want to get the loot, so I will be playing in the brand new map. The Patriots played yesterday, so they will not be playing Sunday, so maybe I'll turn on someone else's game Sunday. I think there's a bunch of good games Sunday. And I will be building this other project I'm working on, this 24/7 employee, and some new things for Creator Buddy. If you're on Twitter and interested in Creator Buddy. Hope you guys are building something cool this weekend. I need to develop a Copilot agent that handles all development and I will be reading hands-on machine learning with scikit-learn and PyTorch, because that is how I'm learning machine learning right now. I want to get deep on it, right? You got all these other people on YouTube and Twitter. They talk about AI. You know, I just send prompts to Chat GPT. I want to get deep on machine learning. I want to get deep. So I'm reading the books. I'm doing the hands-on machine learning with scikit-learn and PyTorch. I'm getting deep. I'm getting really deep. Really deep. Spectacularly deep. Hope you guys try out Codex this weekend. Give it a go. See what you think. It might become your new tool. Switch back from Claude Code extension to Claude Code CLI if you haven't. I think it's better now. They've improved it a lot. I'll be finishing my note taker this weekend. Input, meeting, audio, output, organized notes. That's awesome. Hope you guys have a very lovely, beautiful weekend. I want to get deep, really deep. That's what I'm doing, man. I'm going to be going deep all 2026. We're all going to be getting real deep. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on notifications. Critical. Turn on notifications. Brand new Chat GPT 5.1 prompting guide coming out probably tomorrow, maybe Sunday. Filming that right after this. I might go to the gym right after this. I got leg day. Pop some squats. Get the thighs and glutes massive. Then come back and film that video. I have, what are you using the live stream? Says Clifton C, WordPress and AI. Camera is a Sony FX30. I'm using some like $40 Chinese lighting rig from Amazon. Software StreamYard. Microphone is Shure podcast mic. And that's about it. Hope that answers your question. Clifton C, WordPress and AI. Best way to support the channel is turning on notifications. The moment I post a new video, opening it up, watching it to the end, leaving a like right away. It's the best way to support. Appreciate you. that's it. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely, lovely weekend. No flicker or shut off from the camera today. New one. Yeah, this new camera is amazing. This new camera is brilliant. Is it even hot? Let me see if it's hot. Not even hot. Not even hot. The Twitch community coming in hot with the emojis. Frozen Fusion, shout out the Twitch community. We get like 5 people watching on Twitch every day. Love you all. Have an absolutely amazing weekend. We're back Monday, 11 a.m. Pacific, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. 11 a.m. Pacific, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We hang out, we vibe, we laugh, we live, laugh, love. We do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm partnered with Elgato, and they have a 4K camera. Send it my way. Send me some 4K cameras. Talk to you later, Alex. Hit me up soon. We will. Hope you all have a beautiful, glorious weekend. I love you all. See you on the next live stream. See you in the next video. See you in the vibe coding world. If you have any feedback on the live stream, things you'd improve, things you'd want me to stop doing, DM me on Twitter. Happy to I'll take all feedback. I try to make this better every single day. Love you all. Have an absolutely glorious weekend. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. I'll see you on Monday. See you later, guys.